Gentlemen, welcome back. This is the second game for the best of three between Nag3m and Panther. So in the previous game, Nag3m had to choose the civilization
Are you
first,
ready?
and now Panther gets to choose it first, and he decides to go with Japan, and Nag3m ready with the British. So without further ado, let's get it on. Since it is a best of three, and this is the okay, what happened here? Okay, Nag3m saying 1 minute. Maybe he needs to fix something. Anyway, so a little more about both the players. The previous game that they played, Panther selected Germans, and Nag3m selecting Russia first. So Panther did a pretty nice pick against Russia. However, the game was really entertaining, and Panther had probably one of the best starts that he could have ever hoped for. But then again, there were a few indecisive moments in the game, and it was pretty interesting.
LOL!
So,
I am ROTFL!
Are you ready?
yeah, so that was that, and now let's focus on this game. So if Nag3m gets the victory here, that might mean that that is the end of the series, and it will be a clean sweep. The map today will be Hudson Bay. It's a pretty decent map with a bit of an option for going fishes, if someone wants to, because of course that is always an option, as there is a small amount of water on top of the map. And there are a fair bit of hunting possibilities as well. And this spawn has come with 4 TPs, which is pretty good. And let's just finally check the hunts around the map, and I think Nag3m has fairly decent map hunts here, and so does Japan, although it doesn't matter for Japan as much because of course they're gonna build shrines, they can't hunt. So there's that, and 3 mines at the back there, 3 mines over here. Panther has an advantage on the mines at the moment, it seems. I mean, it's not exactly an advantage, but it might become sort of an advantage. Anyway, so on the right hand side of the map we have Nag3m in blue playing as British, and on the left side of the map we have Panther in green playing as Japan. Of course, if you notice, it wasn't a 300 wood start for Japan, which means he will need to chop wood to get that early consulate. He uses 200 wood for consulate, but he's gonna need there is a bit of lag. Yeah, so he's gonna need like 106 wood if he intends to send use the consulate and ally with the Portuguese to make the shrine cheaper. And yeah, so he would need 106 wood there, and over here everything is standard at the moment. Nag3m choosing to go with the basic manor, which of course gives them an extra settler pop as well, so that's always good. In the meantime, let's check the way. Of course, since Japan get 2 scouting units, that is always good because he would be able to cover more of the ground than. And we might see a treasure contention. No, he chooses to walk away. I think he had a fair bit of chance to just go ahead and grab it. I don't know why he did that. And as we can see, he is going indeed to get the Portuguese consulate. And yes, he has. Yeah, that was pretty good. 60 wood here in contention. We might see. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, he gets the divine strike. Oh, he definitely got it. Panther got it. Let's just switch it back to 1 right there. Yep. Okay. But remember, British already had 90 food early on, so which will help him age faster. And he found a 60 wood treasure here, but he's I'm not sure he has seen that yet, but he will see that eventually. Sending that settler over there to probably herd this. What? Oh, he would not be happy with that. He would definitely not be happy with that. That was really, really sad for him. The herd just decided to move on the other side before he could take a shot at it. In the meantime, he was focusing on 60 food, so he won't really know about it yet, but when he finds out, he would be really pissed. In the meantime, over here we see both of them almost on the verge of aging up. Of course, when you're allied with Portuguese as Japan, you only need 680 food to go to the next stage. And now British almost, yep, British starting to age up already, which is good. Let's see if, yes, British has already sent the first shipment. Well, the first shipment, yeah, he sent Heavenly Kami, of course, going really standard here, making the shrines even cheaper. So now they will cost 75 wood, which is always great. Okay, pretty standard. He's aging up with Tushugu Shrine. Of course, it will increase the gathering rate of all the shrines as well. Sending this sheep back, that's pretty good. 150 food and nobody tried to get it, even though I'm pretty sure, I think Japan has definitely seen that, and so has British. And we see advanced villages right here, so we're definitely going to see some sort of early push from British. That is Nag3m. And let's just take a look at his deck and see what he wants right here. This is going to be interesting, and he does have a schooner's card, so of course that can come into play. He can decide to go on the sea and try to boom a bit on the back of it, but I'm not sure if that's what he intends, or maybe it's just to fool Panther into thinking that he's going boom heavy while he just makes all the units and just takes him with surprise. While Panther's deck is also pretty standard. Yep, definitely standard map. And yeah, so this is going to be an interesting game for sure. So he did age up with 500 food. That's not something that you would take if you want to. I mean, normally you wouldn't take it if you want to go fortress as like in a fast fortress, but anyway, that is usually not an option for British anyway. But we do see a forward rags going down for British already, while Tushugu Shrine isn't yet complete. It will be very soon. And yep, there it is. So I'm gonna just switch it to units and queue, and we do see a defensive rags going down for Japan as well. And I think he's gonna use Besterius from this consulate since he's allied with the Portuguese. So if he feels pushed, and since it's just a single Rex, I think he's definitely not in a bad position. And now he has definitely scouted this Rex up here, and he has scouted the villager, so he definitely knows now that there is a push coming in. So let's see what happens. He's training Yumis while 10 musks. Does he have a Rex at the back as well? How is he? Oh, he has just put in all the musks in there in one Rex, and he's making another manor here. Both going just fine at the moment, but Yumis might pop out any second now, and he'll have to go back. And they pop out in the right place, absolutely perfect place. The musketeers were able to get a free volley on one of the Yumis, but he is losing quite a bit of hit points, and that's not really good. And Yumis are going to be able to deflect it straight away. He has 10, and now look at this, straight away going for a stable. We'll talk about making decisions fast. And he's going for a market now, so that's not bad either. And another Rax. So maybe he's going to go Yumi heavy, and maybe the problem with Yumis would be at this stage that just 5 hussars coupled with 10 musketeers would be easily able to take out 15-20 Yumis without a doubt. They definitely, and he has sent 600 wood. So shipment sent is 600 wood. Look at the progression, and Nag3m sending 700 wood on the other end. Now 2 hussars in queue, and yes, if you notice, Yumi and Ashiguru, so he's making Ashiguru's as well. I think his composition would be slightly better than Nag3m's. It would have been better for Nag3m to create longbows maybe early on along with the musketeers and do some damage, but I think 15 musketeers would be able to take out 5 Ashigurus if that be the case. And yeah, he would be in a pretty good position right there, but we'll wait and see what's gonna happen. No more units in queue from Japan. Now again, Ashiguru in queue from Japan. We have to notice that recalculated economic population is in favor of Japan, of course, because of the shrines that give you 0.8 times villager, and he has a lot of shrines around. He's shrining pretty well. If he notices these 5 hussars, that would be so good for me, and he definitely does now. So the surprise element is definitely taken out of Nag3m's play now, and yep, he has decided to go to shrines and call Panther out of his little safe haven here. If you notice that the military population, of course, British is definitely high on military population a bit, but at the same time, okay, now it's going even further forward, and 600 wood as well. And he's popped as well, so he definitely needs to create a few manors and try to switch to his manor boom approach. The longer the game goes, of course, the shrines are going to be really and like I said, he definitely shipped out Visterios. Now this is a really scary composition right here by Panther, and this could be very, very daunting push from Panther. And yes, was able to take down that villager, and okay, that's bad. He might lose those hussars. Oh, those, he shouldn't have done that. Well, he managed to save most of his hussars, but I think 2 of them, yeah, one of them is almost dead and the second one half dead. So I think that was a pretty good deal for pretty good trade for Panther right there. And now Panther is in a pretty decent position, I'll have to say. He might be planning to age up on the back of it as well. So he sends 4 villager shipments again and again, trying to take care of the boomy build on his side. Of course, with Japan you can send most of the shipments twice, so, and he was able to snipe 2 archers almost, but I don't think he has good enough okay, now this can be scary. If these musketeers just go in and take out these Ashiguru musketeers right here, then these archers are not and now he's sending schooners. So maybe he knows that he might have to go a little boomy from now on, and maybe that's something that he has in mind. But he might be aging up as well, because if you can notice here, he almost has the resources saved and stacked up for the age up. And yes, that's what he wants. He wants to take care of musketeers, not archers. Fight musketeers with musketeers, and he's gonna lose this free musketeer. Wow, definitely not going to be happy about that, Panther. But apart from that, it's going pretty well. And 5 more hussars in queue, and 5 more musketeers in queue. And on the back of it, I'm pretty sure he's planning to age up. And if Panther ages up in that situation, then I think it's really hard to say at the moment. And yes, he definitely decides to age up. He decides to age up. And this could be the key. If Nag3m decides to go and attack him right now, then this push will definitely crush him. I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment, but if he pushes in right now, this is probably the best timing push that he could have. So I think he just needs to push in straight up. It's really difficult to say right now what's gonna happen, but let's find out. Let's find out. If he does manage to age up and get those shipments out, as we can see he already has a shipment, so he can easily get 2 flaming arrows out, or maybe 8 Ashigurus out. That would be really good for him. Panther aging up and pushing out, that is not good. That is ballsy from him. That is just ballsy from him, and that might be the thing that causes him. Oh no, actually, oh, the Hussars were caught in such a bad position, but now Nag3m knows that he has to make something happen right away, because he knows that Panther has invested almost over 2 grand of resources onto aging up, while Nag3m on the back of it was continuously making units. So if he pushes in right now, that could be good game right there. I mean, it will be a difficult push to sustain for Panther, who really doesn't have that many musketeers left to take care of this massive batch of Hussars. Of course, I mean, I expect 8 Ashigurus to pop out at any point of time now, but 10 Yumis in queue. What? Oh, 2 flaming arrows. He sends 2 flaming arrows, and has he noticed them? I think he has, and that's not good. That's one big shipment that was supposed to be in his favor completely gone, and I think that is one decision that he made completely wrong decision right there. He should have gone for 8 Ashigurus, and he should have been queuing up Ashigurus right there. Now he's queuing up 9 Ashigurus, but is it a bit too late? Is it just a little too late? Will they be able to pop out at all? I don't think so. And oh, that is massive. Such a great timing push by Nag3m, and that I don't know how he's going to be able to recover from this. The villagers are inside. Of course, he has better recalculated economic population, but you have to know that most of the villagers, not most of the recalculated economic population is actually inside of this. And he's just sending them out. He's just sending them all out. And he's going to lose a lot of them. 8 Ashiguru musketeers finally coming out. He needs a barracks right now, and that is why he's doing it. And yes, Nag3m should look for those villagers who just went out. He needs to find that barracks right now. Oh well. It's still on. I mean, there is a slight chance for Panther to do something about it, but now he definitely finds out about those barracks. Okay. 5 Yumis coming out, but I don't know. I think he has lost the game. Yep, he definitely has lost the game, and he calls in GG right there. Yes. Oh, if only those he just sent 2 flaming arrows. I definitely think he should have had 8 Ashis and try to defend the existing units. He just had anti-infantry, all of them, and and I think that is it, and Nag3m has taken the series in a clean sweep right there. that was a quick game. That was a really quick win for Nag3m. Him aging up was, I don't think it was a bad decision by any means, but his unit composition was really, really bad. I mean, and fair play to Nag3m, he created a massive army of hussars right at the end, so that was really good. So if you look at the post game stats, look at that, he had almost 1,000 resources more within 15 minutes, but he couldn't make the most of it. And over here both had similar amount of military count, and look at the units killed by Nag3m. His play was outstanding, and Yunus lost here, and it is all because of the amount of archers he left out. There were 35 of these archers, then there were 8 of Bestiarius, then there were 2 of flaming arrows. They were all susceptible to attack from the cavalry, and he literally lost out of all the musketeers so fast. He should have made some anti-caps right there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this entire series, both the games. I definitely did, and hopefully I will get you some more game series, best of 3s, best of 5s, against players such as these two, and maybe some other players as well, very soon indeed. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later.